Okay, so I want to get into a fun subject, and that is going to be the safety razor. Now, why is this such a cool and I think a timeless shaving tool? Now, why do I bring up the safety razor a lot? Because I feel like the multi-tool is a little too much for me, and let me explain why. Now, first, there is multi-blades, okay? That is just one, right? We got 1, 2, 3 blades. Some of them have 4 or 5. And what I think is interesting is that over a period of time, those blades get dull. So it doesn't matter if I have the, the leaf shave, right? I still have to replace these blades every, 2 to 3 weeks, which isn't bad, but once again, I have to change each individual one. And as we all know, the multi-blade will go under the subsurface, can create actually ingrown hairs, whereas the safety razor, which I go back to is a timeless piece of machinery, is very interesting when we take a closer look. Now, if I bring that in really close, you're guys gonna see something very interesting, and there is a curve within that blade. Now, when I unscrew it, the actual blade itself lays flat. Please excuse the hair and dirt that I have been shaving with this. But what's very fascinating is that when you see the blade go onto the side of the metal, it's very flat. But as we tighten, you'll see that blade actually start to bend down with the actual metal itself, creating the angle of which you need to shave. As I go and put my finger over it, I'm not going to be nicking it with my finger because the blade is actually lining up with the curve and the actual safety part of the razor itself. And once again, that's also fascinating is that we have 2 sides to the blade. So instead of actually using just one, we have 2 and increasing the lifespan of our shave. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on some shaving cream, whatever you guys prefer. And what I like to do is when I take my safety razor, if you see that angle that it is, right, I want you guys to do this exact same thing. That angle that you see with my finger, okay, that's where it is, and that's where it will lay, and as we stroke down, that is where we'll get the best shave. Now, expert level tips here is if we wanna go and do the opposite way, we're gonna lay that razor the same way as we did before, and we're just gonna make an upward motion. Now, another fascinating part about the safety razor is actually the catch of where the hair can stay. And right here in between that, as you can see on that one side, is where all the hair will catch. And unlike the multi-blade, this actually can get unclogged within seconds. Where if you have the multi-blade, you'll be surprised that, yeah, it's gonna clog up very fast. Now, we're gonna take it on the other side. We're gonna do the same motion as we go up. And that's where I feel I get the best shape as I go up on my sides. Now this is where I'm going to use it for a liner, and we're just gonna go for me. I'm gonna match up that jawline, and we're just gonna come down. And once again, I'm just keeping that angle and I'm just hacking away at a line. I did have a lot of hair in the actual back of the razor, which created some clogs. So I just rinsed it in the water really quick, and as you can see, it's nice and clean, and we're ready to keep and continue shaving. Now, one last tip that I like to do for you guys out there that we always forget is actually the cheek line and how far up the hair can actually grow. So once again, we're just gonna pull down with our finger, we're gonna right up, we're gonna keep that angle on the side like we do. And you'll be surprised, I have had an inch-long white hair grow out of my cheek, and I didn't know it for about 3 or 6 months, and it's just fascinating that sometimes we miss those, and that's okay. Other side, wow. Now, the awesome part is if you do get the angle right, you get some nice exfoliation before you shave, you'll be surprised and you won't get any nicks or cuts. So that being said, try out a safety razor, see if that's something that you might want to add to your toolbox, and see if that helps out for you not getting those nicks, bumps, and those ingrown hairs. With that, you guys, let me know what you guys think. I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.